the reason I talk about all this budget stuff and tracking your money is because I wanted to find a solution. I wanted to understand what was the gap and how I could be better with it. And nothing existed. So I built something. I built an app on top of Google Sheets. That's what I did. I like the interface with spreadsheets. I like the control of spreadsheets. So I built something for myself that helps me, that actually, instead of me typing everything in, it just like gives me a quick report, and it tells me in plain English what's going on, what my patterns are, what I can do to improve. And I can do it any day of the month. It's going to sync to my bank account, and that's how it's going to go. And you can get your copy linked down in the description. Here's how it works. Here's a quick tutorial and a quick walkthrough of everything you get with WealthSync AI. So you'll click here and you have your menu buttons right here. So you have connect checking account. This goes with this dashboard right here, which is called the user dashboard, as you can see down here. Then you have user dashboard tools. So there's clear transactions, delete permanently, ask WealthSync AI, toggle active sheet visibility, and restore dashboard. We're going to go through every single one of those. And what you just saw pop up here is the AI bot that reads everything that's in this. So after a certain amount of time, it will pop up and just give you a quick message, a quick hello, and basically gives you a quick reminder to make sure you fill this up before proceeding anything. So the first thing we'll go over is the most important thing, connecting to your checking account. So we're going to fill in a month and a year. You have to do this first in order to get it to work. So we're in October. Why not choose October? We're in 2025, so we're going to click that. And by the way, this year category goes all the way down to 2100. So I did everything I could to make sure that this app goes well beyond how long we'll ever need it. So anyway, you'll go from here. Now you will click connect bank account. From here, there's a user agreement that pops up. If you don't want to see it again, just simply click do not show again and click I agree. It's going to log you in your system's logs, and now Plaid is going to pop up faithfully every single time, asking that you either continue as a guest or you enter your phone number in. I prefer to put in my phone number just because it's going to memorize you that way, and it makes it a lot easier to connect your accounts every single time you do so. So I'm going to put my number in and we'll be right back. Once you enter in the information, Plaid is going to send you a confirmation code, and you'll go ahead and type that in. And once you enter that confirmation number, it's going to give you a list of accounts, and you can always connect to a new institution at the bottom. But once you do get acclimated with this app, it'll go ahead and memorize the bank accounts that you're set up with. So you're only going to look at your checking account. So we're going to link to my checking account right now. It is going to ask you to sign in, especially if it's the first time you've ever done this. Now from here, you'll see there's an option between two accounts. A lot of us have checking and savings accounts within the same bank. You're only going to click on your checking. That way, when you send money to your savings account, it's not counting as if you saved your money twice. So from here, we're going to click continue. You'll see a quick motivational message. Click OK and watch the magic happen. Boom, you can X out of this, and it's just wonderful. It's going to give you a breakdown of everything you've spent money on, the description, like the places that your money went to, and your AI summary comes up. You'll see your total income for the month so far. You'll see your total expenses. Again, this is October, so I haven't had all my expenses spent quite yet. But this is what it looks like. And this is just the user dashboard by itself. From here, what I want you to do is explore the rest of this. So with this, I'm big on keeping everything organized. You may be similar in that way. So if you want to keep this organized and you don't want to look at this every single time you see your user dashboard, especially if you're pulling multiple months at a time, you go up here, user dashboard tools, clear transactions. What that's going to do is going to wipe out this side completely. Boom. Now, where'd your folder go? Where'd your information go? Are you ever going to see it again? And why is the AI summary still there? The AI summary is still there so you can still look back on that month if you want to, but it actually goes right here in your archive folder, October 2025. And it's hidden right now, but if you ever want to toggle that sheet visibility, you will go here and you go to toggle archive sheet visibility, and it pops up right down there for you. Pops up down here for you. Now, what if you're like, oh crap, I still wanted to see that? Well, there's something for that. You go here, you go to user dashboard tools again, restore dashboard. Boom, it's back. Now, if you've already archived your folder, you've seen what you wanted to see for the month of October or whichever month you choose, you'll go to WealthSync AI again, user dashboard tools, delete permanently. So this is going to keep your archive folder intact and all your information intact, but it's going to just wipe out everything you see here on the screen. So let's test it out. And it's going to ask you if you're sure you want to proceed. You click yes. It wipes out everything so you can start fresh like nothing ever happened. And that is the user dashboard. Now we have something a bit more exciting, I think. We have our own personal AI chatbot down here, and all you do is type in a question and then you click Ask WealthSync AI and it legit answers your question. So I'll ask it a question. Let's see. So I asked, in October, on average, how much money did I spend per day? Which is a really good question to ask if you're trying to save some money. So we'll go to WealthSync AI again, user dashboard tools, ask WealthSync AI. And this thing works like a supercomputer. So it tells you straight up what you've spent total so far. It tells you your average daily spending. You can even change up the format if you don't like this paragraph format, but basically it does tell me right here, look, this is how much you spent every single day on average. Your top category was food and drink. Surprise, surprise. It tells you how much of your income that represents. And if you're like, you know what, I want the same answer, but in bullet format, you can do that. You literally type it. So as far as your imagination goes, is as far as the AI chatbot goes. So we're back on the user dashboard now. And also, if you ever want to clean things up down here, you can start to go ahead and click WealthSync AI again, toggle archive sheet visibility again, and it's going to make October disappear for you so it can stay hidden in case you really need it. And of course, if you ever want to upgrade, there's every single thing that is an add-on. So if you want debt sync, you click debt sync and it bounces you over to the checkout page, lets you know everything that it does, how it works, all that stuff, so you can get started fairly knowledgeable on how the product works. But that's also going to include another video like this, and the same work for all these other things as well. For the last things I want to cover is the bonuses. So wealth journal. I've already been messing around with this, but if you want to, make a savings goal thing, and you're like, okay, savings goal. Let's say it's for 2026. We are in late October now, so it's wise to start thinking about this stuff. I want to save $2,000 by January 2026. Just an example. And what this lovely thing is going to do is going to timestamp it for you and then include your email information, so you can always look back on this and know when you've updated this journal, so you can always track your goals. And another add-on has been my famous wealth journey sheet, and you put all your assets, all your liabilities, and this is going to be your net worth tracker, and you put whatever year it is, so 2025 right now, and then you put your net worth goal, whatever that may be. You fill this out throughout the year, and this populates for every single month throughout the year. And then as you scroll down, you'll see that there's another one for another year, then there's another one, and it keeps going and going and going. It goes up to 10 years. So that is everything that the standard version of WealthSync AI does. It packs a serious punch. If you have more add-ons, check out the other videos that actually show you how each individual add-on works. Reach out if you have any questions, and I really hope you enjoy using this app as much as I enjoyed making it for you. So as you can see, that's a super powerful spreadsheet, the first of its kind, and the crazy thing is that's just a little bit of what it can do. I can take the feedback I get from this app, take a little more money out and keep it for saving and investing, and multiply my net worth even more, even quicker. And that's how you can do the same exact thing. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I had a lot of fun making it. Make sure you check out the link in the description and you hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. Thank you very much.